There is a quiet, powerful strength that lies within women who understand their own value and purpose. These women know that true wisdom doesn't come from what others tell them, but from the deep knowing that arises when they align with their inner truth. It is about being grounded, being strategic, and being in tune with who they are in a world that constantly challenges their worth. Smart women don't just follow the rules of society, they create their own. They trust their instincts, they build meaningful relationships, and they carry themselves with an unapologetic sense of purpose. A smart woman knows that her time is one of the most precious resources she has. She doesn't waste it on things or people that do not add value to her life. She understands that her energy is finite, and she invests it wisely. Every choice she makes is intentional. Whether it's spending time with people who uplift her, pursuing passions that ignite her soul, or stepping into spaces where she can grow, she ensures that each moment aligns with her goals and aspirations. Her time is her currency, and she spends it in ways that propel her forward. She knows that confidence is a choice. It's not something that is given to her or something that depends on external validation. Smart women recognize that confidence stems from within. They build it from their achievements, from their understanding of their worth, and from their ability to stand firm in their beliefs. When she steps into a room, she doesn't seek approval. She carries her worth with her, and it radiates. Her confidence is magnetic because it's authentic and rooted in self-respect. She knows that to achieve greatness, she must first believe in her own potential. A smart woman also understands the power of self-care. She doesn't sacrifice her well-being for the sake of pleasing others or fulfilling societal expectations. She nurtures her body, mind, and spirit because she knows that in order to show up in the world, she must first be whole. She understands that self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. Whether it's carving out time for rest, setting boundaries, or indulging in activities that bring her peace, she takes the time to replenish herself. She knows that when she is strong and healthy, she can take on any challenge that comes her way. Another rule that guides the smart woman is that she isn't afraid of change. She recognizes that life is a constant evolution, and instead of fearing the unknown, she embraces it. She sees each new chapter not as a threat, but as an opportunity for growth. Change is not something to resist, but something to welcome, because she knows it is in change that she finds her greatest potential. A smart woman adapts, learns, and evolves, and in doing so, she ensures that she remains at the forefront of her own life. She understands the importance of building a strong network, but she does not place value on the quantity of relationships, only the quality. She surrounds herself with people who inspire her, challenge her, and encourage her growth. A smart woman knows that who she spends time with influences who she becomes. She seeks out those who elevate her, who push her to reach new heights, and who support her in times of struggle. She doesn't waste time with relationships that drain her or that are rooted in negativity. She values loyalty, trust, and mutual respect. A smart woman understands the importance of patience. She knows that success does not happen overnight, and that every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Patience doesn't mean waiting passively, but rather having the wisdom to trust the process and to stay committed even when things get tough. She knows that true fulfillment comes not just from reaching the end goal, but from the journey itself. With every challenge she learns, and with every setback she grows stronger. A smart woman believes in her own voice. She doesn't wait for others to speak up for her, she speaks for herself. She knows that her thoughts, ideas, and feelings have value. Whether it's in the boardroom at home or in a conversation with a friend, she uses her voice to express her truth. She understands that silence doesn't serve her, it's in speaking up and advocating for herself that she creates the life she desires. The world may try to silence her, but she will always find the courage to speak her mind, because she knows that her voice is powerful beyond measure. A smart woman follows these rules not because they are written in some external book, but because they are the rules that honor her. She knows that her life is hers to create, and she refuses to live according to anyone else's standards. She is intentional in her actions, confident in her decisions, and unyielding in her pursuit of her true potential. She is the architect of her own life, and by following these principles, she builds something extraordinary. A smart woman understands that time is her most valuable resource and uses it wisely. In a world full of distractions, pressures, and endless demands, time is often spent without much thought or purpose. However, smart women recognize that every moment spent is one less opportunity to pursue what truly matters to them. They don't take time for granted, they prioritize it and invest it in ways that align with their goals, values, and aspirations. To them, time is not just a measurement of hours and minutes, but a reflection of their deepest commitments and ambitions. Smart women are intentional with how they use their time. They don't allow themselves to be swept away by the chaotic demands of others or by the lure of trivial distractions. Instead, they take control of their schedule, recognizing that every hour can be used to move them closer to their objectives. Whether it's in their personal or professional lives, they consciously make time for the things that matter most, whether that's cultivating relationships, pursuing career goals, enhancing personal development, or nurturing their mental and physical health. One of the key ways smart women manage their time is through setting clear, specific goals. They know that without direction, time can easily slip away without achieving anything meaningful. By setting goals, they create a roadmap for how to use their time most effectively. These goals are not vague or general, they are measurable, achievable, and meaningful. With a clear sense of purpose, smart women can determine what actions to take and when to take them. They are not simply moving through their days, they are actively working towards something greater. But time management isn't just about productivity, it's also about finding balance. Smart women understand that their well-being is essential, and they make time for activities that nourish their body, mind, and soul. They know that working non-stop, neglecting self-care, or constantly saying yes to every request is a recipe for burnout. So they make conscious decisions to incorporate rest, relaxation, and rejuvenation into their schedules. They plan time to unwind, to disconnect from their work, and to engage in activities that bring them joy and fulfillment. Whether it's spending time in nature, reading a book, enjoying a hobby, or simply meditating, they recognize the importance of recharging. This balance allows them to maintain their energy, focus, and creativity, enabling them to give their best in everything they do. Smart women are strategic about the people they spend their time with. They understand that their time is too precious to be spent on relationships or situations that drain them or add no value to their lives. They surround themselves with people who inspire, uplift, and support them. Whether in personal relationships, professional networks, or friendships, they choose to invest time in individuals who encourage their growth, challenge them to reach higher, and provide positive energy. They recognize that the people around them can either propel them forward or hold them back, so they are discerning about where they invest their emotional and mental energy. This aspect of time management that smart women embrace is the ability to say no. Often women feel the pressure to be everything to everyone, to fulfill every request, meet every expectation, and take on every responsibility. But a smart woman knows that by spreading herself too thin, she dilutes her ability to focus on what really matters. She has the wisdom to say no to things that don't align with her goals, values, or current priorities. This doesn't mean she is selfish or unkind, but rather that she is being deliberate about how she allocates her time. Saying no allows her to create the space she needs to focus on her most important commitments and to preserve her energy for what truly matters. Smart women also know that time is not just about efficiency, it's about quality. They don't just aim to fill their days with tasks and obligations, but instead focus on the quality of the work they do and the experiences they have. Whether it's a professional project, a personal endeavor, or simply spending time with loved ones, they are fully present in the moment. They invest their time in experiences that bring them growth, joy, and satisfaction. For example, when spending time with family or friends, they aren't distracted by their phones or thinking about work. They are engaged, truly listening, and savoring the moments. This quality of presence makes their time more meaningful and rewarding. Smart women are not afraid to review and adjust their time management strategies. Life is constantly changing, and what worked well yesterday may not be effective today. They understand the importance of periodically reassessing their priorities and the way they allocate their time. They are open to adjusting their schedules, rethinking their commitments, and finding new ways to be more efficient or balanced. This flexibility allows them to stay on course even when life throws challenges or changes their way. They adapt, they learn, and they continue to grow, always making the best use of their time. Time is the one thing that no one can ever get back. Smart women understand this truth deeply, and as a result, they approach each moment with intention. They don't let life pass them by or let others dictate how their time should be spent. They make time for what is important to them, and in doing so they build lives that are rich with purpose, fulfillment, and accomplishment. Time becomes their ally in their journey towards growth and success, and they use it with the awareness that it is a gift to be honored and cherished. A smart woman knows that confidence is not a gift given to her by others, but a choice she makes every day. It's a quiet strength that stems from within, built over time through self-awareness, experience, and the courage to step into her power. Confidence is the foundation of a woman's ability to navigate life with conviction, to take risks, and to stand firm in her beliefs no matter how challenging or unpopular they may be. It's about embracing who she is and recognizing that she is enough exactly as she is. And confidence begins with self-awareness. A smart woman takes the time to understand her strengths and weaknesses, her desires and fears. She does not shy away from self-reflection. Instead, she confronts her inner truth. She knows that in order to be confident, she must first be honest with herself about what she brings to the table. This self-awareness is not about being arrogant or overestimating one's abilities, but rather about being grounded in reality. A smart woman knows her limitations, and rather than seeing them as weaknesses, she views them as areas for growth and improvement. This understanding of herself allows her to navigate the world with a sense of security, because she knows where she stands and what she is capable of achieving. Once she is clear on who she is and what she values, confidence flourishes. A smart woman builds confidence by taking consistent action toward her goals, even when it feels uncomfortable or uncertain. She doesn't wait for external validation or permission to act. She trusts in her own judgment and moves forward, step by step. Each small action, each decision made with conviction, adds to her sense of self-assurance. Confidence is not built overnight. It's a gradual process that comes from showing up for oneself time and time again. Smart women also understand that confidence is rooted in self-acceptance. They do not need to fit into society's narrow definition of beauty, success, or worth. They are not dependent on external approval to feel good about themselves. Instead, they embrace their individuality and celebrate the qualities that make them unique. Whether it's their appearance, their talents, or their perspective on life, smart women know that they are worthy simply because they exist. This deep self-acceptance frees them from the need to constantly compare themselves to others. It allows them to trust their own path, free from the pressures of measuring up to someone else's standards. When a woman truly accepts herself, she no longer seeks validation from the outside world. Her confidence comes from the inner knowing that she is enough as she is. One of the most powerful ways a smart woman nurtures her confidence is by surrounding herself with people who uplift and support her. She is mindful of the relationships she cultivates, knowing that the people she associates with have a significant impact on her sense of self-worth. She seeks out individuals who inspire her, challenge her, and encourage her growth. These people don't diminish her confidence or make her question her worth. They elevate her. A smart woman knows that she cannot grow if she is constantly surrounded by negativity or people who do not value her. She surrounds herself with those who lift her up, who believe in her potential, and who will push her to be the best version of herself. In these relationships, she finds the support and encouragement necessary to continue on her journey with confidence. And confidence also comes from learning to embrace discomfort. Smart women are not afraid to step outside of their comfort zones because they understand that growth only happens when they challenge themselves. Whether it's taking on a new project, speaking in public, or pursuing a new career path, they know that the road to success is often paved with discomfort and uncertainty. Instead of avoiding these challenges, they embrace them as opportunities to learn and evolve. They are not defined by their failures, but by their ability to rise above them. Each time they face fear or discomfort and persevere, they grow stronger in their belief in themselves and their capabilities. Confidence is not the absence of fear, it is the courage to move forward in spite of it. A smart woman also knows that confidence is about being true to herself, regardless of societal expectations or the opinions of others. She does not try to fit into a mold that others have created for her. Instead, she creates her own path and stands firm in her values and beliefs. She is not afraid to speak her truth, even if it means standing alone or challenging the status quo. Confidence comes from the ability to be authentic, to honor her voice, and to live in alignment with her values. When she is true to herself, she feels empowered because she knows that she is not compromising who she is for anyone or anything. A smart woman knows that confidence is not a static trait, it is a practice. It requires daily effort and commitment. There will be moments of self-doubt, periods of uncertainty, and challenges that shake her belief in herself. But a confident woman doesn't let these moments define her. She practices self-compassion, gives herself grace, and continues to move forward with resilience. She knows that confidence is a muscle that needs to be exercised, and she is committed to strengthening it every day. Confidence is a powerful force that propels a woman toward her dreams and helps her navigate the complexities of life with ease and grace. It is not about perfection or never feeling insecure, but about the courage to continue believing in herself, even in the face of adversity. A smart woman chooses confidence because she knows that it is the key to unlocking her full potential and living a life that is authentic, fulfilling, and purposeful. A smart woman understands that her health, physical, mental, and emotional, is the most important asset she has, and she makes it a priority to take care of herself. Health is not just about avoiding illness or staying in shape, it's about creating a life where she feels strong, energized, and balanced. It's about fostering habits that support her well-being and surrounding herself with positive energy. Health is the foundation for everything else in life, and without it, nothing else can truly thrive. A smart woman knows that she must protect her health with the same intensity that she pursues her goals, her career, and her dreams. Physical health is the most obvious form of well-being that a smart woman focuses on, and it goes beyond simply going to the gym or eating healthy. It is about developing a holistic approach to how she takes care of her body. She listens to her body and recognizes the importance of rest, exercise, and nutrition. A smart woman understands that physical health is not about conforming to unrealistic standards of beauty, but about feeling strong, vibrant, and capable. She chooses to nourish her body with whole foods, avoid harmful habits, and prioritize physical activity that makes her feel good. Whether it's practicing yoga, walking, swimming, or any other form of movement, she is committed to staying active because she knows that it enhances her mental clarity, boosts her mood, and keeps her body functioning optimally. But a smart woman also knows that her physical health cannot be sustained without proper rest. Sleep is essential for rejuvenation, and she does not ignore its importance. She creates a sleep routine that allows her body to recover and repair itself. In the busyness of life, it's easy to overlook the significance of rest, but smart women know that neglecting sleep will affect every area of their lives, from their ability to focus and perform at work to their emotional stability and overall happiness. By making sleep a priority, a smart woman ensures that she is physically and mentally prepared for the demands of her day. Mental health is just as crucial to her overall well-being. A smart woman knows that she must nurture her mind just as much as her body. She understands that mental health isn't just about coping with stress or anxiety, but also about building resilience, practicing mindfulness, and cultivating a positive mindset. She makes time for activities that allow her to unwind, to reflect, and to center herself. Whether it's journaling, meditating, reading, or engaging in creative pursuits, she recognizes the importance of feeding her mind with positivity and peace. Smart women also make sure to surround themselves with thoughts and beliefs that align with their personal values and aspirations, consciously working to shift away from negative self-talk or limiting beliefs. Mental health for a smart woman means seeking support when needed. She does not hesitate to ask for help, whether it's from a therapist, a counselor, or a support group. She knows that asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness, and that mental health is just as important as physical health. She makes her mental wellness a priority by doing what it takes to stay balanced, emotionally regulated, and resilient in the face of life's challenges. Emotional health is the third pillar that a smart woman attends to with great care. She knows that emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but how she handles them determines her overall emotional well-being. A smart woman acknowledges and embraces her emotions rather than suppressing them or allowing them to control her. She is emotionally intelligent, aware of how her feelings influence her behavior and relationships. She practices emotional regulation by taking time to process her emotions, whether it's through meditation, speaking with a trusted friend, or reflecting in solitude. She doesn't shy away from difficult feelings. Instead, she allows herself to feel them, learn from them, and then move forward. At the same time, a smart woman knows that her emotional health is intricately linked to the relationships she cultivates. She surrounds herself with people who uplift her, who encourage her, and who create a safe space for her to express herself. She understands that toxic or draining relationships can undermine her emotional health, so she is discerning about the people she allows into her life. She makes sure her relationships are mutually supportive, healthy, and aligned with her values. Whether it's a partner, family, or friends, she values relationships that nurture her emotional well-being and distance herself from those that drain her energy. A smart woman also practices gratitude regularly. She knows that one of the best ways to foster emotional resilience is to focus on the positive aspects of her life. Gratitude shifts her mindset, allowing her to see the beauty and opportunities in every situation, even in challenging times. By practicing gratitude, she shifts her focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in her life, cultivating a deep sense of fulfillment and emotional satisfaction. She makes time every day to reflect on what she is thankful for, and this practice strengthens her mental and emotional health. A vital component of a smart woman's approach to health is learning to manage stress effectively. Stress is a part of life, but how she reacts to it makes all the difference. A smart woman knows that stress cannot be eliminated completely, but she has the tools to cope with it and prevent it from overwhelming her. She practices deep breathing, mindfulness, and relaxation techniques to keep stress at bay. She understands that when stress is left unchecked, it can take a toll on her physical, mental, and emotional health. By managing stress proactively, she ensures that it does not derail her well-being. Health is an ongoing commitment that a smart woman takes seriously. She does not wait for a crisis to address her health needs, but integrates wellness into every aspect of her life. She knows that her health affects everything: her ability to perform at work, her relationships, and her sense of happiness and fulfillment. By making her health a priority, she ensures that she has the energy, resilience, and strength to pursue her goals, fulfill her purpose, and live life to the fullest. A smart woman understands the power of continuous growth and learning. She is always seeking ways to improve herself, both personally and professionally. Life is a journey of constant change, and a smart woman recognizes that in order to stay relevant, fulfilled, and ahead, she must embrace learning as a lifelong endeavor. She doesn't limit herself to formal education or professional development. She actively pursues knowledge in every aspect of her life. Whether it's learning a new skill, expanding her understanding of the world, or exploring her passions, she sees every moment as an opportunity for growth. A smart woman makes it a habit to seek out new experiences that challenge her and expand her perspective. She knows that comfort zones are limiting, and growth only happens when she pushes past them. She doesn't wait for opportunities to come to her. She actively seeks them out, whether it's enrolling in a course, reading books, or connecting with people who inspire her. She understands that growth is not always easy, but it is always rewarding. She embraces the discomfort that comes with learning something new because she knows it will lead her to greater strength and understanding. Personal growth for a smart woman is also about self-improvement. She is constantly refining her mindset, emotional intelligence, and communication skills. She invests time in self-reflection, identifying areas for improvement and setting goals to reach her full potential. A smart woman knows that growth isn't just about acquiring knowledge, but also about developing a deeper understanding of herself. This self-awareness allows her to make better decisions, form stronger relationships, and pursue a more meaningful life. A smart woman knows that growth involves resilience. She doesn't let setbacks or failures define her. Instead, she uses them as stepping stones for her progress. Every challenge is an opportunity for her to learn, adapt, and come back stronger. She is not afraid to fail because she knows that failure is simply a part of the growth process. She learns from her mistakes, adjusts her approach, and keeps moving forward with renewed determination. In her pursuit of growth, a smart woman surrounds herself with people who inspire, challenge, and support her. She believes that the people in her life can be valuable sources of learning and motivation. She seeks relationships that encourage her to grow, offering diverse perspectives and pushing her to think outside the box. This commitment to growth enriches her life, enabling her to evolve into the best version of herself. A smart woman recognizes the immense value of time and approaches it with a sense of reverence and intentionality. She understands that time is a finite resource, and how she chooses to spend it directly shapes her life, her achievements, and her happiness. Unlike those who might drift through days without purpose, she consciously allocates her time to align with her goals, values, and priorities. This intentional relationship with time is one of the cornerstones of her success, enabling her to balance personal growth, professional achievements, and meaningful relationships. A key aspect of this is her ability to differentiate between what is important and what is merely urgent. A smart woman doesn't allow her life to be dictated by the demands of others or by tasks that bring little value to her bigger vision. She takes the time to reflect on her priorities, ensuring her focus remains on activities that contribute to her personal and professional growth. Whether it's dedicating time to a career project, nurturing relationships, or engaging in self-care, her schedule reflects a life led with purpose. She plans her days thoughtfully, recognizing that the way she spends her hours ultimately determines the quality of her years. To make the most of her time, she cultivates habits that enhance productivity and eliminate distractions. A smart woman knows that time wasted on trivial matters or unproductive activities is time she cannot recover. She is intentional about minimizing interruptions, whether it's by setting boundaries with her phone, managing her social media use, or creating a workspace that fosters focus. She practices time blocking, prioritizes deep work, and sets clear, actionable goals to ensure her efforts are aligned with her vision. These habits not only make her more productive, but also give her the mental clarity to tackle challenges effectively. A smart woman also knows that valuing time doesn't mean filling every moment with work or busyness. She understands the importance of balance and ensures that her time is not just productive, but also meaningful. She allocates time for the people and activities that matter most to her, whether it's nurturing relationships, pursuing hobbies, or simply resting. She knows that taking breaks, having downtime, and enjoying life are essential for maintaining energy, creativity, and a sense of fulfillment. Her appreciation for time extends to moments of joy, spontaneity, and connection, making her life rich and rewarding. A smart woman also guards her time fiercely against energy-draining commitments and people. She is discerning about where and with whom she spends her time. She understands that saying no is not selfish but necessary to preserve her energy and stay focused on what truly matters. By setting boundaries, she ensures that her time is not consumed by obligations that don't serve her growth or well-being. She is confident in her decisions and unapologetic about protecting her schedule, knowing that every no allows her to say yes to something that aligns more closely with her values and priorities. In addition to valuing her own time, a smart woman respects the time of others. She is punctual, dependable, and considerate, understanding that mutual respect for time builds trust and strengthens relationships. Whether it's showing up on time for meetings, honoring deadlines, or being present in conversations, she demonstrates her appreciation for the time and effort others invest in her. This not only enhances her personal and professional relationships, but also reinforces her reputation as someone who values and respects others. A smart woman also embraces the concept of mindfulness in her approach to time. She strives to live in the present moment, recognizing that life is happening now, not in the past or the future. She doesn't dwell on regrets or worries. Instead, she focuses on what she can do today to move closer to her goals and enjoy her life fully. By being mindful, she reduces stress, increases her productivity, and enhances her overall well-being. She understands that being present in each moment allows her to experience life more deeply and connect more meaningfully with herself and others. The key to a smart woman's time management is her commitment to reflection and continuous improvement. She regularly evaluates how she spends her time, identifying patterns or habits that may not be serving her best interests. She is not afraid to make changes, adjust her schedule, or rethink her priorities if it means optimizing her time for greater impact. This adaptability ensures that she remains in control of her life and can pivot as needed to stay aligned with her goals and values. A smart woman's respect for time is a reflection of her respect for herself and her aspirations. By treating time as the precious resource it is, she creates a life that is purposeful, balanced, and fulfilling. Her ability to manage her time effectively empowers her to achieve her dreams, nurture meaningful relationships, and live a life of joy and accomplishment. Through her intentionality, she turns each moment into an opportunity to grow, connect, and thrive. A smart woman embraces her individuality and remains unapologetically true to herself, understanding that authenticity is her greatest strength.